Imagine a dark night, an abandoned house, and a small bell softly ringing on a doorknob. Is it just the wind, or something beyond our world, stirring in the shadows? In The Conjuring, Ed and Lorraine Warren, the legendary ghost hunting duo, arm themselves with tools and courage to fight the unknown. But what's the secret behind their methods? Do these tools truly trap spirits, or do they just amplify our deepest fears? The Conjuring sparked a question in my mind. How did the Warrens battle the supernatural? With the film's real roots, I explored their techniques, compared them to global beliefs, and put science under the microscope. Now I invite you to a thrilling journey, from the haunted Perron family's mansion to chilling nightmares worldwide. Ready to uncover this mystery with me? But before we get lost in ghostly tales, let's shine a cold, hard light on the Warrens' tools. Can they prove spirits exist, or are they just chasing shadows in our minds? Section 1. Ghost Hunting Under Science's Gaze. Imagine Ed and Lorraine Warren stepping into a creaking, darkened house. Bronze bells dangle from doorknobs, their eerie chimes echoing through silent corridors with every unseen movement. Silver crosses and vials of holy water stand like shields against evil. Polaroid cameras click, hunting for a glimpse of ghostly shapes. But do these tools actually work? The Warrens had two arsenals: religious rituals and cutting-edge tech. Let's start with the rituals. Bells, tied to ancient European folklore, were meant to betray a demon's footsteps. But science says a stray breeze or a shaky floorboard is enough to make them ring. Studies from the early 2000s found no link between bell chimes and spirits, none at all. What about crosses and holy water? These cornerstones of Christian exorcism were the Warrens' go-to for banishing evil. Yet, psychology research suggests they only work if you believe, boosting confidence like a placebo with no measurable effect on the world beyond. And exorcisms, those heart-pounding scenes in the film? Investigations, like those by skeptic Ben Radford, show that symptoms of possession often trace back to mental health conditions, like schizophrenia or epilepsy, not supernatural forces. Now the tech. Polaroid cameras were used to capture ghostly images, but 9 times out of 10, those eerie shapes are just lens flares or chemical smudges. One study of hundreds of so-called spirit photos found 90% were simple camera errors. Ultraviolet lamps? The Warrens hoped they'd reveal traces of spirits, but these lights only pick up mundane things. Sweat, mold, nothing more. EVP recorders, devices meant to capture whispers from beyond, are another story. Science points to our brains, which love finding patterns in chaos. Ever thought you heard your name in radio static? That's your mind at work, not a ghost. Infrared cameras, built to spot hidden entities, often catch dust or light reflections, mistaken for orbs. Basic optics can explain most of these glowing specks. The Warrens claimed to have cracked thousands of cases. But when scientists sifted through their archives, they found stories, not evidence. Even James Randi's $1 million challenge, daring anyone to prove the paranormal, never tempted the Warrens to step up. So what's the verdict? Is science too rigid to grasp the supernatural? Or are we just chasing shadows of our own making? Now that science has had its say, let's leap into the world of cinema, where supernatural fears weave with culture and belief. From Korea's misty forests to Tehran's war-torn streets, are you ready to face global nightmares? Supernatural Nightmares in Global Cinema is a mirror reflecting a culture's soul, its faith, its rituals, its primal fears. Let's travel to 4 corners of the world and uncover how supernatural tales, rooted in religion, spin nightmares that make our hearts race. South Korea, The Wailing, 2016. Picture a fog-drenched Korean village where a cop named Jung-gu hunts a vengeful spirit, a Gwishin, straight out of ancient folklore. A shaman pounds drums under a blood-red sky while Christian priests wield crosses, echoing the Warrens' rituals. Sound familiar? But like the Warrens' methods, these rites seem to lean on belief, not proof. When a shape-shifting demon lunges from a cave littered with skulls, your breath catches. With its haunting forests and pulsing chants, the Wailing is a nightmare that lingers long after the credits roll. Iran, Under the Shadow, 2016. Tehran, 1980s, under a rain of bombs. Shideh, a lone mother, faces a Quranic jinn, a being of smokeless fire tied to her daughter's lost doll. As a faceless specter in a billowing chador emerges from the dark, it's as if fear itself takes form. Shideh fights back with whispered verses from the Quran, much like the Warrens with their holy water. But did her faith banish the jinn, or did it simply make her stronger? Under the Shadow, with its gritty streets and raw terror, is a tale of survival and belief. Turkey, Sitkin, 2014. In this Turkish horror gem, a sorceress curse unleashes a furious jinn. Blood seeps from walls as a fiery-eyed creature pins its victim to the ceiling in a gore-soaked ritual. A holy man's Quranic chants falter, just as the Warrens' exorcisms sometimes did. Is it all real, or just the curse's illusion? Sitkin, with its burning talismans and relentless dread, sinks fear into your bones. India, Tumbad, 2018. Imagine a rain-soaked Indian village where Vinayak chases a cursed treasure guarded by Hastar, a demonic god. As Hastar's skeletal gold-crusted form bursts from the shadows, salt and mantras are the only defense. Echoes of the Warrens' fight against evil. But Vinayak's greed sparks a fiery betrayal, raining bloodied coins. Drenched in monsoon ruins and karmic dread, Tumbad is a dark masterpiece that's captivated the world. These films pull fear from their culture's hearts, crafting screams that echo globally. Which one shook you to your core? Got a chilling tale from your own roots to share? From the eerie bells of the Perrin House to the blood-soaked nightmares of global cinema, this journey has plunged us into the heart of the unknown. Science whispers that spirits might just be shadows in our minds, but stories, whether in The Conjuring or Tumbad, dare us to question what's real. Perhaps the truth hides somewhere between faith and logic. Now it's your turn. If a bell chimed in your house tonight, would you trust science or reach for a cross? Drop your thoughts in the comments and tell us which supernatural tale hit you hardest. Let's crack this mystery together. Hit that like button, share this video, and keep hunting the unknown with us.